This one here that we're just finishing up painting, they painted the end of it the other day, and they're working their way down. This was a U.S. Army kitchen car. It would be in a military train for food preparation. It's a complete kitchen on the inside. Right? And it's about, this was built in about 1951. And we've been restoring it over the last 8 months.
How long did it run for?
That's a unique thing I wasn't going to mention, but you brought it up. The Army ordered about 80 of these in a big order in about 1950-51. Somewhere between 10 and 15 of them never got used.
Okay.
Brand new. And this is one of them. They just didn't need that many, I guess. So the kitchen in here has never been used. You can tell that the stove has never cooked anything. And all the counters and everything have obviously never been used. Now the exterior, it sat outside for like 7 years. So there was a lot of rust and decomposure on the outside that had to be fixed. So that's where all our restoration has been. Yeah. Very.
I know, it was hard.
Yeah. No, it's just that toilet.
Okay. We looked at the great big blimps when we came in. All right. This also was a Pacific Electric interurban streetcar, and this was their most popular one. They only had 8 or 10 of those great big ones. They had 160 of these. These were all over the LA area. And these had a nickname too. They were nicknamed Hollywood cars. And the reason is, when they first started using them, they only had enough cars to do the Hollywood route. So everybody started calling them Hollywood cars. And that stuck. This was built in 1924. And these were used up until 1961. I think I mentioned that earlier.
Come on, Teddy.
Okay, we got
16,000.
Yeah, everything from this era, they didn't care about weight.
Yeah.
They wanted it to be durable,
Yeah.
to last forever.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you strive to make everything as super light as you can. Yeah.
Just stand that way.
the car, Dada.
This one is from San Diego. This was built in 1937.
Teddy,
It's one of the last series of streetcars built in America. They built this model up until about 1950. There are several more in the next building I'm going to take you to that are similar in design, but painted solid yellow, because they were the LA cars. They were referred to as the yellow car.
Almost looks like a bus.
Yeah, well, the bus designers copied us.
Okay.
This design is about 1933.
Okay.
And the buses in 1933 were still big square box things with motor out in front. It took about 1940 before buses started looking like this.
Okay.
So they basically copied our design.
Okay.
We're going to go on big streetcars.
Okay, come on, you guys. Teddy, come on. Huh? Yeah. Sit and use it.
Mama.
You got it? Yeah, come on.
Answer that one either. Go on in.
Come on in, Teddy.
All right, you too, Joe. Get it out of here.
Honey.
Oh, wow. Gosh, these still look really nice. Yeah. Has this been restored?
Yes.
Was this the-
Now, some of these seats are still original to the way we got the car years ago. Some of them have been reupholstered too. And all the paint, of course, is new. The flooring is all new. We finished this restoration about 2 years ago.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is a very attractive car. This glassed-in area is the smoking section.
Oh, okay.
You see these little plates on the window frame?
Uh-huh.
That's for striking a match to light your cigarette.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And this is a luggage or baggage compartment.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it says smoking. On the wall outside, it says no smoking.
They like the echo.
I know, I got other kids do the same
Okay.
thing. They're not
Sorry.
alone.
Okay.
It's definitely a lot wider than the blue line, the green line, or any line in
Oh
LA.
yeah, these are much bigger, cumbersome cars.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the numbering for here on the little?
Oh, this center line, of course, is for the motorman, the driver. When your stop is coming up, you pull on this, it rings a buzzer and lets him know that somebody wants off at the next stop.
Yeah.
This is for the conductor who collects your money.
Okay.
You see this dial with numbers on it?
Yeah.
Oh, the money he collects, he lines it up. Say he collected 10 cents, he lined that up at 10. He
Okay.
pulls this rope, and you can't see it because of the light. You will when you go back. There's a black box down there in the corner,
Yeah.
and it records that down there on a punch paper tape.
Oh.
And that proves how much money he's gonna turn in at the end of his shift. So it's for accounting, and it's also to keep him honest.
Okay.
Yep.
No. Theodore, sit down. This is not yours. No. Joseph and Johnson. That's enough. Come on, Tim.
Let's go. Gotta go down this way, Joe.
What are these for? The little gold things? Is it to like hold your ticket?
This, yeah, your ticket or your transfer.
Okay. You stick it
If you're gonna go down another line, you get a transfer.
Okay.
And you could stick the transfer in here, so when the conductor goes through collecting, he can immediately see that you have paid and you've got a transfer and everything's cool.
Josephine?
A lot less leg room, huh? Than probably nowadays.
Well, I don't know. Watch yourself going down. It's very easy to slip on these steps. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wow. Wow. Say bye. Say bye, car. See ya.
So does this use a hydraulic system for braking?
They used air.
Air.
Yeah, it's so you got an air compressor that starts up periodically, and it's all air brakes. On this model, after World War II, they went to electric brakes, so you don't have to have the compressor. But this one would still have the air compressor.
Come on, Joe. You're gonna be dirty. This came from around here.
They're working on this one, so we can't go forward, but I can tell you about it.
Theodore.
This is a private business car that represents how wealthy people and big companies moved around the country before airplanes were popular. Up until about 1950, there were dozens of these cars running around America every day. But in the mid-50s, everybody started buying private airplanes. So if you're a wealthy person now, you've got a private aircraft. But this shows you what it looks like inside. It's very, very fancy. It's got a beautiful dining room that will seat 8 people. It's got 2 large suites with a connecting bath. And then it has a smaller suite because the executive would usually travel with a private secretary. So that was the quarters for the secretary. There's some more photos down here. It's got a beautiful cherry wood and maple veneer throughout the car. Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, it is a beautiful car. Okay.
Where did they travel? All over the country?
Yes, they were all over the country. Now, this one was owned by a railroad out of Minneapolis that went from basically Minneapolis to the West Coast. So that's where this one
Teddy,
was
don't
used
touch that.
primarily. But you could find them all over the country. And what you do, if it was your private car, you'd have to contract with the railroad that serviced where you wanted to go to tow it for you. So they just stick it usually in a passenger train and tow it for you.
Wow.
I do?
Oh, some water.